beauty work of town plan is not being seen is the level at which, I mean, let me say the level of poverty in this country.
What do you think accounts for that?
That's why I said the level of poverty. Take for instance, and I think I want to remember, during the Mobalaji Johnson in Lagos State, I think they put a red decree stating categories of buildings and their categories of money they are going to pay. Who is doing that now? Every landlord I've seen his own house as a means of livelihood, and they want to survive. So they can. But a tenant that landlord is troubling, we want to look for anything just to have a peace of mind and not being disturbed by the tenant. And that is why you see all these shanties within the periphery of the city. And like I said, the population increase is really affecting the work of town planners.
Well, if there are developments, does it not call for regular review, enforcement, and checkmate of distortions? What is the role of the Town Planning Institute side by side with government?
Yes, we have our members that are working with the government and that are making sure that controls are done. I must confess, I am not sure the numbers that we have in the government is enough to carry out those controls. But I believe that with the advice that we will continue to give to the government, there must be a way out. And like Tamparo Shegbe said, when you have population explosion and you are not really controlling it vis-a-vis the economy situation. Somebody that lives in a house and the landlord is increasing the rent, you want to look for anyhow to get a place, you want to put up, you call it a shanty, to him it's a palace that he want to put up. So,
but it must conform with regulations.
Yes, it must. That is our work to do, and that is what we are doing. But probably what is happening is that the rate at which that goes is faster than the numbers that the personnel could do. So that is why we need to even continue to sensitize people, to make people to know the danger. For example, somebody that just say, I just have some money, I want to go and buy land. You now go and buy land beside the river. To him, he doesn't know the implication. But that's one of the things we want to be doing, telling them, you are digging your grave by buying a land so close to this. Or people that just see a land under high tension wire. You understand? So I think it's better that people do not even go to that extent at all, rather than waiting for government to come and drive them away. That's what we want to complement whatever thing that the government is doing.
Well, to me, I believe that control measures, task force are supposed to come up with sanctions when such developments are noticed. And if they are not checked, then we continue to have a discussion. Well, let me also ask you, issue of e-planning and technology, how far has town planners embraced that?
Yes, let me seize this opportunity to appreciate the good work the present Commissioner for Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development in person of town planner Tunji Odolami. He met the ministry with one director, and I think in that ministry he has created more divisions.
3 of them.
And we are now having about four directors with specific purposes. And in addition to that, we have an agency, building production management
agency.
But we can't leave all these ones to governments alone. And I'll give you an example. I was in Asaba for national conference, and some people were to block the road. Someone knew that I'm a town planner. He now called me and I called the people in charge. In fact, they said a man has been boasting that go and call town planners, we will see. And when they now know that town planner is coming, they ran away. A lot of people see wrong things in this country, and they will just close their eyes. And my commissioner has been saying that he has rolled out the numbers that call us, we will attend to it. Let me give you another example. If you had a land in Obantoko, and the agency that we control is at Okemoson, look at the distance. And how many staff do they have?
Obantoko is even nearer.
So, fine, it will cost government a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it will also be beneficial for government to make a lot of money from planning. And not only money, it will even make them to save a lot of money. Because when you have a good environment, definitely you are not likely to fall sick all the time. When you have a good environment, well laid out, it will be easier for you to save money from security in maintaining police officers and the likes like that. Because people, like my chairman have said, we want to really educate people as regards the beauty of town planning and how they should even cooperate with the government.
Well, let me ask you, the chairman.
Yes, sir.
The stakeholder relations strategy. Yes. How has institute and government been able to take advantage of the opportunity this can avail them in changing the dynamics?
Taking advantage of that, well, they're planning to take advantage of that, yes. For example, we were with the commissioner, the honorable commissioner, I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, and he deliberately said that this kind of issues should come up. We should interact within ourselves and bring up discussions. And they will surely, from the government side, they will surely support us. So you can see that the synergy is really being planned, and it will be done.
When are citizens going to see that?
The citizens, well, they will see that. They will see it. They must see it, because things just have to change. We cannot continue the same way that we have been coming. Things have to change. People will see it.
Yeah. What do we have now? And I could remember, by the time I get to Mobi Station at Adaton, my conclusion is that I'm no more in Abeokuta again. I'm on my way to Ibadan. And until you get to Shakmo, if you now look between Adaton, and camp, is there any trees? Because when we don't really appreciate having the trees now, and I want to say that is one of the adverse effects of a urbanization process, because the trees that could shield us from all this climatic changes.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
It's our fault.
Whose fault? Government, individuals, town planning institution?
It's our fault.
Whose fault?
All of us.
No, all of us. Like I say, it's our fault.
It's our fault.
Sir, it is not possible for government to do everything.
In a land where there is rules and regulations.
Sir, in a land that has rules and regulations, let's look at the rules. Take for instance, first, the land use decree. They say government really has, the land is in the custody of the government. But there's a but there that says, fine, you can still purchase your land from the landowner, but only what you need to do is to come and perfect the paper by issue of C of O. Then you now pay grand rate. The sir, it's funny. No, I just want you to understand. In Ibadan, one time, one commissioner said, okay, fine, once you build a building to the lintel level, you cannot pull it down again. That what are the government officials are looking. That is why I say it is all of us. Now, they will buy blocks, buy sand, get generator between Friday evening and Sunday evening.
Something has come up.
Something has come up. Because there is a policy that says you can't. That one is not government. It is we. Because we want to circumvent the whole thing. And like you have said, even in recent times, they said, okay, fine, there are some powerful people that you cannot even control. They are still there. And they have influence. And during Obasanjo, it was Nasiru El-Rufai, Abi.
Yeah.
During Oshoba now, it was Wiki. What are they doing?
During
Tinubu,
yes,
it is Wiki. What
yeah.
are they doing? They are trying to restore the master plan of Abuja. It is not the government that flout it. It is the people. Individuals that flout it. But when the government has the political will, you get my point now, like Obasanjo and Tinubu now, they will restore that plan back. But like my colleague said last week, how many cities do have a plan that we want to use as a guide for development?
Well, contemporarily, that is Africanness.
Yes.
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 Does that connote backwardness?
No.
Or, I'm asking that question because you said it does not connote backwardness.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
So how do we, well, when you look at the issues of flooding, disasters, and the like, these are the common occurrence. These are the things that precipitate issues of flooding and other disasters in our neighborhood, in our environment. So I will ask once again, every fault must be ascribed to either government or controlling institutions. Where there is lack of law, enforcement, and control, then citizens will do as they like. So, are we in a lawless environment? No. I deserve an answer. Are we in a lawless environment?
We are not really in a lawless environment. And I still want to attribute a lot of things to the process, the urbanization process. We have too many people that it makes it somehow looks uncontrolled. And I will cite an example of the olden days, where we have the Kabiyesi, who govern over the land. When Kabiyesi said that land is a public land, nobody there goes to it. But nowadays, when government says this is a public land, the moment that government leave office, another government will come through legislations, they will revoke that thing and turn it to be another town.
In South Africa,
all right,
we learned that new sites are discovered, infrastructural facilities are positioned, even before people begin to occupy such places. Why is it not happening in Nigeria?
Well, I will not say it's not happening, in the sense that, like, we have new towns in the areas. Like Abuja is also a new town on its own, because when they want to move away from the Dam Barrack in Lagos, the first thing they did is plan Abuja before people now move in. But the people that now move in are not controlled.
So which way forward?
The way forward is just that, whether we like it or not. If you want to do things correctly, first and foremost, we must monitor the movement of our people flooding a planned area. And let me finish that.
Okay.
It is, when we say, look at the definition of the government, it said we are all government. We will put some people as our leader. You will forget now our own culture says we are our brother's keeper. Abi, I will now come to your house. Tabernacle person will not say, because the two of you are going to the same church. That person, additional person that comes into your house, is an additional problem to that environment. Because if they have budgeted certain liters of water for you, the man will take from your water. Definitely you will reduce. But government cannot know everything that happens within the enclave. But it is our responsibility as a good citizen to say, okay, fine, you can't stay more than 2 days here. After 2 days, go.
Let me ask the chairman. We must begin to prefer solutions to our problems.
Yes.
So how do we chart a positive way forward?
Well, charting a positive way forward is like Tampan Lasisi mentioned yesterday. But most of the things we've been doing has been top-bottom. Now we want to begin to now use a bottom approach method where you make people to realize that if you do this, these are the implications.
Sensitization?
Sensitization, advocacy, that's number one. Then number two, we'll be putting up some write-up even to the government. I am aware, sincerely speaking, that many people that come, not all, many people that come into governments do not even know the importance of town planning. That's many people that find themselves in decision-making seats. So that's why I said the other time that once we have somebody that knows and I begin to tell them, well, it's 50-50. Some of them will agree, some of them will not agree.
What is the role of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners?
The role of Nigerian Institute of Town Planners is, you know, we are like, I would not want to use the word the pressure group. We bring up, we see things, we see issues, we bring it up to the attention of the people in the government. And even our members, we sensitize them. We continue to push to making sure that, okay, these issues that we are bringing up, is it being attended to? But don't forget the political interference, the political will. It's not as if town planners has not been coming up with some issues, raising some issues that needs to be addressed before now. But the political will to really address those issues has not really been there.
Okay, let me ask you, the efforts of the legislature, how has Town Planning Institute been able to synergize with them to enforce and to come up with laws and policies that would make changes, positive changes?
The assembly people or the legislature are doing their best, to the best of my knowledge. I think just this year, they have rolled out about 4 different laws.
Last year.
It's last year?
Yeah.
I think this year. But I want to chip in one thing to what my chairman has said. And it's meant for, I think the government could look into that direction. Fine, we agree that city is the center of attraction. What that makes people to come there. If they could at least dissipate some kind of energy into where these people are coming from, and I'm referring to rural areas. If we concentrate at least, let's say about our quarter of our energy into rural areas, what they are coming for in the town, you give it to them in those areas. And what I mean by giving it to them, give them good potable water, give them good roads, give them a center if you cannot give them a large hospital.
Security and all that.
They are, I think, in terms of food, they are getting food in the rural areas. But what they are lacking is water, education, good when you go to hospital in the rural area or a center, they will say,
talking about integrated rural development.
Integrated rural development. And try as much as possible to create some kind of a robust between the rural area and the city area. Then why do I need to? If I can switch off my light and watch OGTV 24 hours, I don't have to come and I have a good road. But because most of the roads in rural areas is an appalling. You cannot, and people will feel like, am I part of the same people this government is getting?
Well, it is our collective effort to change our environment for good. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that we conform with relevant laws and checkmate disasters from happening. Until we do that, we cannot be proud to say that we are citizens of this country. I like to say that this is where we can end this program, and I really like to appreciate the chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, in person of town planner and Pastor Adefela Shubeson.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It's been nice having you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your input.
Thank you.
And I also like to appreciate Mr. Arowo Shegbe for Olajujo Arowo Shegbe, town planner Olajujo Arowo Shegbe, for all your contributions. Until next week, when we come with another topic, stay blessed. Remember, I'm your uncle, Abeokuta. Bye.
Wetin dey give you joy this holiday?
Better jollof for fire. Now that one they give me joy.
Me, as I deal with my correct customer, they watch correct African magic film.
My joy is when I'm on holiday and getting my favorite gift.
Popsy, you know say na football they bring you a pass.
Yes. A joy, na my joy.
Yes, sir. Now all-round joy with better Niger shows, Premier League football, kids shows, and plenty more. Sharply recharge your GoTV today and enjoy this holiday. GoTV, love it.
It's time for golden season, golden time to win. The rules are simple. Place bets on any sports event, get promotional tickets, take part in prize draws. It's golden season, golden time to win. Use the promo code to get your welcome bonus.
It's time to jackpot for more fun. This season, there are loads of exciting content. Enjoy all the drama, intrigue, suspense, and romance in a wide range of telenovela series, Nollywood movies, Bollywood, kiddies program, and introducing our new kiddies channel, Boeing. After 5 years of waiting, the Nigeria Premier Football League is finally back, live and exclusively on Star Times.
Enjoy more this season with our jackpot promo. Recharge 2 months on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 14 days free. Or recharge 2 months and get upgraded to a higher bouquet. Wow! Recharge now and jackpot for more fun. And stand a chance to win Sundial TV and other fantastic gifts. Offer runs till January 20, 2024.